Hey guys, so this is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be using my little speaker because I'm in a coffee shop and it can be kind of noisy. So I know that you guys can hear me great, but welcome to another video. This is vertical because it's easier to hold up. So it is what it is. So I've been having a great time seeing clients over here in Europe. Like, it's really cool. Like for a change, right? Being in the United States, being in a lot of people's, because I have quite a large European viewers, and it's really cool to be able to be in your time zone, especially for those that I've met in different cities so far in different countries. And meeting with you guys has been great. And my favorite part has been watching you guys have light bulb moments right before my eyes and saying, oh my God, why have I been making this so hard? And why have I just been not getting it? But that's okay, because that's the whole point. That's why I'm here, right? We're all going to level up together. I'm you, you're me, and so I'm talking to myself when I'm talking to you guys. So anyway, but one of the things that I notice pretty regularly with meeting with people is, and it doesn't matter what part of your world you're in. So for those of you who think that that matters, oh, my country, no, it's not different. Is this not allowing yourself to feel stuff, okay? And I too have been, increasingly become more accepting of all my feelings and all my thoughts. Like this morning, I woke up in a bad mood, and and I had thoughts like, how come that hasn't manifested yet about something for myself, right? And I'm like, I noticed that I wanted to try to stop myself from thinking that, and I was like, no, we're not doing that. And we're going to lay here and just go ahead and think that. I'm going to go ahead and lay here and feel that forever long. It doesn't matter. Do you see? Because we're like so much content out there, and teachers and coaches and books that are telling, you have to feel a certain way. You have to think a certain way. You have to stop doing this. You have to start doing that in order to get what you want. And in other words, if you look at the overall picture, it just implies that who you are right now is not enough. That who you are right now, this moment, the way you are is not enough. That you need to still change. That you need to look better, feel better, have better thoughts. There's so much more that you have to do. You have to fix yourself. So every time you try to change your thoughts, you change your feelings, you're telling yourself that you're not enough. Instead, you can just go ahead and think the crappy thoughts, feel the crappy feelings for as long as you want to. And I know it's not like you want to feel that way, but there's nothing wrong with feeling that way. Feel shitty, feel crappy, think worst case scenario thoughts, because now you know who you are. You know that you are whole and complete no matter what you think, no matter what you feel. So even if you think and feel, and even if you see something that you don't prefer, or you hear about something that you don't prefer, it still doesn't take away that you're a whole being. So a whole being never misses anything. A whole being has the freedom to express itself fully in any given moment. So one moment you might feel happy and like, hell yeah, everything's going my way. And then 5 minutes later, you feel like nothing's going your way. Or a day later, or whatever. And it doesn't matter how long you remain in that feeling, or how long you don't have that feeling, you're still a whole, perfect, worthy being all the time. So think about who you are is unconditional love. That's what you're made of. That's who we all are. You are unconditional love. So every time you allow yourself to express yourself fully, to be who you are fully, you are literally being unconditional love. You're practicing being unconditional love to yourself, because everything is a reflection of you. So when you are being unconditional love to yourself, the world has to reflect that back to you. because the world is you. It's your reflection. So allowing yourself to feel everything completely and fully, not just like, I had a client yesterday, I was in London yesterday seeing clients, and I was like, she said, yeah, I had a coach tell me to set a timer and to go ahead and cry and feel it for a certain amount of time. And I'm like, what? Do you hear the limitation in it? Even just the idea of a timer, you only get 5 minutes to feel like shit. Otherwise, you're not getting what you want. You only get 10 minutes to cry. It's like if you just naturally allow yourself to feel everything, think the worst things, whatever, knowing that it can't hurt you, it can't change anything, because you're a whole being. How can anything like thoughts or feelings or crashing out or thinking thoughts like it's not working, it's not happening, where's my stuff? How can, if you're whole, and you are, how can any of that ever stop it? How can checking the 3D stop it? How can you seeing something that you don't prefer stop it? You know, I said this before, it's like I'm walking in I'm in Paris now, and I'm walking through a lot of boulangeries, and I'm like, I don't prefer certain baked goods, okay? But I'm not mad that they're there. I'm just like, they're there. They're just not my choice. I'm walking through stores and seeing a lot of clothes or people or things that I'm just like, I just don't prefer. But I'm not mad that they're there. They're just simply not my choice. I just choose not to have that. And just because I don't like it doesn't mean something's wrong with me. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that I have bad taste. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that I did something wrong. Why would I manifest that? Why would I put that there? It doesn't matter. It's just simply not your preference. Knowing that everything is there as an option for you to choose from, that's you being unconditional love. That's you being whole. So no thoughts, no feelings are ever going to stop you from being whole. And when I mean whole, it doesn't mean someone said, oh, it kind of feels like when I'm saying I'm whole, that's like a booby prize, like, yay, I'm a whole being, but I don't have what I want. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. How can you be whole and not have what you want? Do you see? How can you be whole and not see things that you don't prefer? How can you be whole and not allow yourself to feel everything and still get what you want? How can you be whole and feel stuff and not get what you want? Do you see? Because you can be that too. You can tell yourself, well, I can't get what I want if I feel like crap. I can't get what I want if I'm not being a perfect high vibe person. That's you being whole too. You being whole is allowing anything and everything to be. There's no like a focus work. I have to focus. Oh, I had one coach tell me a while ago, she said, well, now you have that in your awareness, and now you're going to have to revise that. Now you're going to have to figure out a story because it's in your awareness and it's in your 3D, and now you're going to have to figure out what to do with it because it's going to be really hard for you to not to overlook that and to make a decision otherwise. And I'm like, wait, is this coming from a teacher that also said that we're unlimited and that we're pure consciousness? Yes, it was. Do you see? It's like, and here's the other thing. This video might be more of a little all over the place, but I know you guys like it anyway, so, because you tell me. But like, how about this? How about, I don't need a coach or a teacher or a book or someone that has, quote, more experience to tell me their success stories, to tell me how they did it, to tell me how they were able to manifest the life of their dreams. I don't need their success stories to know that I am who I say I am. How about that? How about you don't even need me to tell you that you can have what you want? How about you don't need any coach, any teacher to tell me, oh, this is how I did it. I'm so cool. I put the law, I put the axe down. I had a client in London tell me, she said, yeah, I was listening to this teacher and he was like, you're so strict and you have to be disciplined. You have to show up for yourself. You can't abandon yourself. You have to be super disciplined. And you have to do it like this. And if you do it this way, you're going to get what you want. And I'm like, I said, good for him. Good for him. But if you are interested in fully being yourself the way you are right now, good, bad, or indifferent, whether you like the way you look, whether you like the way your body looks, whether you like your feelings, whether you like your thoughts, whether you like the people around you, whether you feel like you're in a bad mood, where you want to tell everybody to fuck off, whatever it is, accept who you are right now, and you still get whatever the hell you want. How about that? How about you can just feel and be and do whatever the hell you want and still get everything you want? Because if you're a whole, infinite, unlimited being, and you are, why would you need to be anything other than the perfection of who you are right now in this moment? I don't care what you think your past is, what you think your childhood was. I don't care what you think is going on. It doesn't matter. Crash out, freak out, be scared, worry, doubt, fear. Allow it. Because none of that can take away the perfection of who you are. Remember, you are unconditional love. Are you being unconditional with yourself? If you want to keep hearing about this, then stick with me, because this is where we are at on the Rosey Life. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm manifesting. It's so funny because I can be mad and grumpy in my head or out loud or be on the phone with a cell phone company or whatever, and I'm just like grumpy, and I'm just like, I don't care. I did nothing wrong. I said nothing wrong. I felt nothing wrong, and I still get whatever the hell I want, and I do, and I keep manifesting like crazy, because I'm just letting myself be myself, because I know that nothing and no one can ever take away me being a whole, perfect, fulfilled being right now. And if you guys want to see more of my shenanigans on my trip, go to Rose Goes, my new YouTube channel. You guys can check out there. I'll be posting some more stuff. I have so much footage. I'm just like a little behind. I'm posting it. Tonight I start seeing clients in Paris. That's going to be so much fun. I don't take pictures of anybody I'm working with unless they ask, and then they ask, then I do, but I have to respect privacy of people I see over here. So if you are still wanting to do a one-on-one session with me, I'm here till Friday, so in Paris. So cheers. It's so funny. I love that I went to London yesterday. I went for the whole day, and left early in the morning, came back really late last night, and it was so amazing. I'm drinking a little French coffee, and I'm eating my British scone that I bought yesterday, because I love scones and clotted cream. Unfortunately, I don't have clotted cream for all my Brits, all my UK people, I should say, because I also learned yesterday from my friend that I saw and I met up with yesterday in London. She taught me that clotted cream and scones is more of a like Scottish Highland or Highlands area of London too. That's what it's from. I didn't know it was not a London thing, but whatever, I don't care. Send me Scottish cream, or clotted cream, I should say. Send it to me, because I can't find it in the U.S. And if you know anywhere they sell in Chicago, you better be commenting and let me know, because I can't find it. All right, you guys, I love you, and members, I'll be seeing you guys soon in another Q&A live. I'll be posting that soon. Peace out.